Hey guys, this is Greg McLeod from the Elite Traders University and the Forex Cash Machine. And today is the August 27, 2019, and we are looking at the Aussie Yen. Again, I just took a bunch of trades on that with one loss, for total $32,571. And I'm actually looking to get back in, maybe just looking at what's going on in the market. And I'm actually going to drop down to what we call a tick chart. Tick chart is a very small time frame chart, and enables me to notice patterns in the market where I can just get into the market very quickly and look for a very quick gain in the market. Again, I'm looking for price to move higher, and so I get a little bit of a pullback, maybe back to the 71.63. I got then we could probably see a move higher, but I got long at 71.65 Aussie yen, and we're doing a little bit of a pullback there. And when it gets down into this blue line, I'll probably look to enter another position long. And we got a trend line break. See if we get pushing down to this line, and I'm going to get long. Okay, and so I've got two positions in the market. It's basically like a cost improvement, and we can see that this blue line, is a 200 simple moving average, which I have it on all time frames, and we can see where we're pushing down to the 63 area. I'm going to add one last position here, a third position. Maybe if we get down to this one will be the 71.61 area. See if we can go down a little bit more. We get one more. That'll give me three positions at different levels. I can take profits at different levels too. 71.65, and there's a good bit of demand. You can see that actually this was like a flip zone where price did do its thing and kind of flipped. And I'll make it like a yellow, and maybe make it a little bit more transparent. Okay. So man, we're falling a little bit farther, and our supply trend line is even deeper. So we took out that area. The next area that we like to look at, I was looking for some bounce or some type of support, is this area here. And we can look at that. And maybe we can even make it more transparent. Our supply line, I like making them red. That way we can indicate our supply. We're going down, down. Here we go, 71.58. I'm down about 5 pips. And then we're finding, see if we're looking for our move down, 71.59. See if we'll explore this area. Okay, I'm going to get long the break. Sitting at 58, 59. And now we're moving back up out of the demand zone. little bit of pullback. Looks like the bears are trying to push it, and if they're going to push it to me a little bit cheaper, I'll buy a little bit more, retest of the demand zone, and I'll take some there. Good bit of demand in the 71.58 area. 9 minutes before 11 Eastern time, we should see a pretty big pop when the hour changes, about 9 minutes. And then Tom's got 4 for 4 trades on the 20-tick chart. Awesome job, Tom. He did not know he was going to be a star in my video. He's one of my students. I know he was not paid to pop in like that. But my students are pretty capable once they have the system in their hands to pretty much trade on their own. We do come together and have a trading party or so. Okay. And you got one more push into the zone, like really a hard push. So we got this. Now we come out of the supply zone. Now the buyers are in control, and so this is where we just really just start knocking the orders down. We start crushing market. Okay. About 7 minutes. Okay, so there we go. So here we go. We came out of the demand zone, and you can see, boom, there we go. Right, we are moving on up like George and Wheezy, and you can see prices moving up. We can even harvest and take some off as prices are moving in our favor. We can go ahead and just start pulling out 4,000. Tom is back. Hey, Tom. Good job, Tom. And here we go. As we close in on the market, 1,400, another 1,400, another 1,100. Another. So we've got these two left, right? And we can take a look at what we've done so far. And we're just crushing the market here. And it's, New York session. I love that. So one loss, $46,727.42. Not bad. We're not done yet. But we've got these two orders left. And we have a nice supply line that's coming in right here. Right? Supply. And it should be red. Make it red. So was it? It's in the. I'm a big thing on colors. Okay, I'm just we broke. We have a supply demand imbalance, and so that's why we got this big breakout, right? Pretty simple stuff. Right. Now I got some other templates and things working in the background on another screen which you can't see, but for the most part, this is what's going on there. We have a pullback. See if we can touch 71.65. If not, we'll take a break on the top side of 71.65 for our move, maybe into this area here, the 71.75, this 3/4 line. But we basically, defense came in. Lots of the bulls were not going to allow the 71.50 bankers level to be tested. That was down here, so it got tested way above. Right, 71.50 is the 50 area is the bankers level, and they said, no way, Jose, you're not going down there. We are stepping in, and they stepped in big time, right? So here's our retest of and we have a new level of supply across the top, and if this line gets broken and it's defaulting, I need to make it red. There we go. Pushing back. And even another line even steeper on that. And we're retesting the demand again. And we're retesting demand. Supply imbalance coming in at 60, looking at like 61 on a break. Coming back to get any orders back there. And I'm probably going to pull the trigger on 60, 71.60. I don't know, what do you guys think? Type in the chat box. Pretty amazing. Boring. Okay. So there we go. There's your imbalance. You have demand and now rising demand against supply. And now this is our demand line. Right. Now we have overhead supply that came in here. That overhead supply is, we break that, this is really going to take off. There's a bunch of orders here at 66. You can basically project that out. A bit more supply came on board. We have to just readjust that line. Okay. A gap down. Look for a gap fill. There it is, fill. And you can drop back down again. It's 11 o'clock, 11:02. Sitting on the 200 simple moving average. The epic battle between the bulls and the bears. Bears try to hit prices down with their paws. Bulls try to hit prices up with their horns. And there you go. Right? Bears one more time with a swat down. I could draw another trend line as well, but this trend line at the top would have been broken. I have a lot of orders here that are just showing up. So I'm really content to let these play out and let these close out. Testing this area of support for the breakout. Again, leave my cursor there and just let price do its thing. You know, people think, oh, you recorded it and you're just kind of like narrating over it. It's like, no, I'm actually doing it in real time. It's 11:03. Now you can learn this skill. You know, if you are teachable, you're coachable, you know, you're willing to follow instructions and you're willing to do what it takes. You can master this in under 12 weeks. The problem is for most people is they know so much. There's so many aspects to trading to learn, and you become a librarian. You just learn all this stuff, and you really don't know how to trade. You just know about trading. Many people know about trading. They know about candlesticks. They know about indicators. They know about supply and demand. They know. But just because you know doesn't mean you know how to make money with any of this stuff. It just becomes a collection of stuff, like in a garage or a storage unit. You can't access it and you can't do anything with it. You just have it. And so you buy the next shiny object and the next shiny object, thinking that that's going to solve your problem. But the key is you want a result. And the result is you want to be able to get into the market, make money with confidence, and be able to turn off your computer and go about your day. You want to be able to routinely, as easily as you can take food out of the refrigerator and warm it up, cook it, you know, throw a steak on the grill, be able to eat whenever you like. The bears are relentless trying to push things down. Again, this demand zone continues to push, and they built some structure down here, put some orders down there, right? All this got projected out, and I'll play along. Try to get people to sell. Yeah, I'd love to have you and teach you what I know, and to enroll in the course. There are a few spots available. I only work with a handful of students each 10-week period. And I usually cherry pick the best ones to either manage funds for me or for my clients. That's our next zone of supply. $71.60, it's been tested repeatedly. Maybe get up to like 66 or 75. I think the banks want to take it to 75, but so many bears. And I think if we got into the zone, I would want to I couldn't grab it unless I moved it up. The zone is actually, I can't even grab it. Oh, there I can. All right. So that's the zone there. And 11:08, 8 minutes after 11, we probably have some, probably need to go out to the next hour for the next surge, the next round of algo buying. But as you can see, the big accumulations are just accumulating. Once they've got enough there, then they'll probably take it higher. We had a nice surge back there a few minutes ago, about 6 or 7 minutes ago. And, I'm being a little bit greedy because, you've killed all this. It's like, why are you still in this trade, Greg? It's like, I don't know. Well, I didn't think this was going to last this long. 10:59 to 11:09. And I can just start peeling some stuff off because, like, maybe I can blow some stuff off, right? This is like the scrum line here, 71.61. The line of scrimmage in American football. Rather, the Bears try to push it down below 71.61, and now the Bulls try to push it up above it. And here's our zone, our demand zone. Again, this was the source, the origin. And we've got tested support here. Very well defended. You see it came right into the zone. Now, I even forecasted this earlier in the Skype chat. I talked to some people, and we were going to, we were shorting, and that was the stop out. And then I'm like, all right, the alternative count, if they got people on the wrong side of the trade, is if this thing broke 71, it was like 71.50. If it broke 71.25, 71.50, then we would get this huge run up. Did we get to 72? I don't know if we got to 72 overnight. Yeah, it was 71.70. Yeah. And it just exploded. So we've got a big explosion going to happen very shortly. And that's why I got back in. I said, okay, I scalped all this. This is cool. Firing shots at this. But I think we get one more tag into this area. Or not. Okay, we broke into this zone here. It could have been just a fishing expedition. People who maybe came late to the party saw this zone, and then maybe they didn't know about this one back here. It's back up. And then we can draw a supply trend line across the tops there. Again, it's wrong color. Make it red. Red. There we go. Boom. We've got an explosion there, right? Right into the zone. Buyer stepped in. And seller is right there too. But it leaks out a little bit. People fishing for stops. 57. We got a bunch of pick up some of my toys. We're going to remove that. Delete. And delete. And usually by the time I'm cleaning up everything, yeah. You build stuff with Legos, and you have this really cool Lego house or this tower. But then you have all these other miscellaneous Legos that you don't know what to do with. You like snap them all together. So it's like digital Legos here. Yeah, let's clean up. Clean up, clean up. Everybody do your share. Clean up, clean up. Show your mommy that you care. Yeah, okay. A little leakage here. A lot of these zones, think of these zones more like a semi-permeable kind of membrane, kind of sponge or mattress, where if price or big orders jump on it too hard, they kind of penetrate. Penetration does not mean that the zone isn't valid. It just means that there was a pretty big order that came in there. Okay, so we got trend line break of our supply line, and price returns back to the scene of the crime. Sniffs at like a calf at a new gate. $71.57, 58 by 58. Okay, 56. Okay, well, that's a pretty serious leakage there. But 2 pips. And actually, we can take this zone and actually extend it to there. There. Well, that's the low, actually. So it doesn't look that bad. It's like little pips working its way with this trend line. I would redraw the trend line. That's kind of a sloppy trend line, like across tops there. 56, 55. And there's a bit of demand down here. Right there. But do you want some of this?